Hey guys, good day. This is Joe Van Cleve. Today I had an interesting experience. I wanted to take either a camera of some kind or a portable typewriter, and I wanted to go out down to the river, the Rio Grande in Albuquerque in the forest, what we call the bosque, and do something creative and maybe make a little video. And as it turns out, I didn't end up doing that. It was kind of a stormy, rainy day, on and off all day. And so I ended up going down there anyways, but I didn't bring any camera or typewriter with me. But I kind of made a video just kind of talking about stuff, about creativity and everything else like that. So I'm going to share that with you today. I was really hoping to be able to take some kind of a box camera, and that would necessitate taking a tripod with me because I'd be using either paper negatives or Harman direct positive paper, which are very slow, and you need a tripod. I think even with the speed graphic and the fastest lens is an f4.7, it's still going to be needing a tripod for the kind of light that was down there today, cloudy, gloomy. So taking a tripod, a camera means a backpack, and then the video gear that I was taking, which is not that big, but it ended up being a little bit too much for me, and I'm sort of motivated a lot of times by impromptu creativity. I get an itch to do something. I want to just go out and do it. Spontaneous. So that's one of the reasons I didn't take the camera today. And as far as the typewriter, this is probably going to be the subject of another typewriter blog, a typewriter series video. But my smallest typewriter is my Hermes Rocket, and it really does travel pretty easily in a man bag, a shoulder bag. But I've noticed I'm getting more escapement problems with that typewriter, and I know it's a mechanical issue with either the gear on the escapement rack, escapement gear itself, or the linear rack gear underneath the carriage. The teeth are getting worn on those parts, and it's an early 1953's typewriter, and you just can't get replacement parts unless you want to take them out of another machine, which isn't really a good idea necessarily. So I'm going to have to retire my little Hermes Rocket and not use it as much, which means that the two remaining ultra portables that I have, the Brother-made Webster and the Silver Seiko-made Royal Mercury, yeah, you can lug them along, but they're a little bit bigger and heavier. So I just wasn't prepared to do that today. Otherwise, I would have gone down and with a typewriter also and done some writing and stuff and talked about it. But I hope you enjoy this video anyways. So until later. So I'm down in the forest along the Rio Grande, and I was wanting to talk about this whole thing about blogging. Should I say vlogging, video blogging? One of the things that happened this week in the world of YouTube vlogging is Casey Neistat, who is a famous vlogger out of New York City, decided to quit his vlog because the time consumed in his daily life for blogging or vlogging was taking up all the time that he could be using for other creative activities. Now, I bring this up not because I'm trying to pretend like I'm Casey Neistat or anywhere on his level. I'm not. But the thing that I find interesting is that for me, the experience of making these videos with you, for you guys and for myself, has been that it channels and funnels more of my creativity the more I do it. I find on every day that I have free time to do this, I find a purpose and a direction for my creative energy. And it's not just, I'm not really vlogging. I'm not really doing a video blog every day just of what happens in my day, as you know. I'm doing things involving creativity, creative activities, specific subject matter, right? Typewriters, analog and alternative photography techniques, office supply, stationery, writing tools and techniques. All of these things kind of interest me and interest a lot of you guys. And so on this autumn day, I wanted to just reflect on that. You know, for me, autumn has always been the time of the year when I kind of unfold my creativity. It's like you wake up from the long, hot summer, things start to get cooler, and all of a sudden I find myself much more awake and aware than I ever was in the summer. And so for me, the autumn is a time of creativity and introspection. And I just wanted to say that I look forward to doing more videos on more creative subject matter. And I hope you guys also find the energy and the time in your lives to do the same thing, to be aware of yourself and your surroundings enough to direct your energies toward creativity. There were two things I wanted to do today, and I didn't do either one of them. One of the things was to take a pinhole camera with maybe some Harman direct positive paper out here into the woods next to the river. I didn't do that. It's kind of dark today, cloudy. You can't really tell from the video, but it's pretty dark today, and the exposure times for pinhole would have been kind of excessively long, especially on the slow Harman direct positive paper. But we're going to come out another day, and I'll bring out the camera and we'll do some pinholing on video here for you guys. The other subject matter, though, was bringing a small portable typewriter out here and having a place like this to sit down and just to kind of meditatively reflect and to write by yourself. I'm going to do that also on video and talk about it and everything. So these are some of the things I look forward to doing in the future. There are geese flying overhead. They're migrating south for the winter. The impending northern hemisphere winter is coming upon us. We don't know how harsh of a winter or how mild of a winter we're going to have, but it reminds me, being out here in the autumn, middle of November, there's some geese going overhead now. It reminds me how tentative and tenuous our relationship is here with nature. And this is why I like to go out and photograph and write out in nature. It kind of reminds me of who we are as a people. We get so disconnected from the world around us in our mechanized, automated society that we kind of need to get back into it. And of course, I'm not really, I'm not roughing it. I'm sitting on a bench on a city-maintained trail in town here, but nonetheless, just getting away from it all kind of reminds me of the importance of what it means to be part of a greater whole. And so these kind of thoughts float around in my mind as I'm thinking about photography out here and especially writing on a little portable typewriter. So that's one of the things I want to do soon, is get out here with a typewriter and a pinhole or some kind of a analog film camera and have some fun. Well, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed our little short trip out to the bosque, the river forest around the Rio Grande. Till next time, you have yourselves a great day.